Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's the British Wolf, and today we are playing more Nekojishi, of course. I mean, come on now, I've got to get this series done before I'm stuck back in old Blighty. Anyway, let us continue. Now, as you remember, in the last episode, we ended up running into a Yao Guai called Randolph. We ended up going to a spring and seeing Senpai's tiny little kitten butt. He acted like a pervert, and various other things happened. So, shall we carry on with the rest of this episode? Yes, we bloody well shall. Since the last time I spoke with Randolph, I've been thinking about trying some different methods with cats. I fear that if I just go on and ask them, they might think that I mean to help out, and then I won't be able to refuse. But if I just let them keep hanging around, wouldn't it end up that way anyway? No matter what, I should at least gain a better understanding of the situation. Now I just need to find the right timing to talk to them about it. It's easy to speak to Tiger in private when we're in a bookstore because Senpai's in class and Leopard doesn't read. But honestly, it's amazing how quickly Guardian Tiger becomes accustomed to the bookstore. Now, aren't you going to read today? Tiger was scanning the textbook shelf as he asked, not even looking up, as if he didn't really care about how I would answer. Well, I just have something on my mind. Unsure about what to say, especially when Tiger doesn't seem interested in listening. This one's not bad. That one, is that new? Not sure if I can make a good reference. I couldn't imagine anyone saying such things about textbooks. Are they also boring? Yes they are, Liao. Tiger, you know... What? Oh, right, don't worry, I won't want to buy anything. I know they're all overpriced. It's true that they contain a lot of information, but why must they use so many colour photographs on such glossy pages? It probably drives up the prices. Even if they were cheap, I couldn't possibly buy as many as you like to read. That's true. I also think there must be a better way to absorb all the information. Besides reading books? I'm not sure. How about we try the internet? The internet? Can we find things as informative as these books? I'm not sure if we can find everything you may want to see, but at least using the internet is free. As far as your wallet is concerned, it's much better not to spend money. Talking about the internet, some of these books mention forums. Tiger seemed lost in thought, pondering to himself. Will I ever get to share my query with him? So Tiger, what is it? He didn't even look up from his book. How will I ever get his attention? I wanted to ask, if I don't go home, is there any other way I can help you? What are you talking about? Tiger was finally focused on me. Help me? With what? Or are you trying to ask about the Jitong stuff? Must I go home to be Jitong? Isn't there any other way? Well, you do have a rare power of chance spirits. It's not a power many people have. It would be a shame if you didn't use it. I'm sure that both your family and the Holy Mother would be happy if you chose to try it. Not that you wish to stay in Taipei, but you needn't make any decision now, especially since you still have many semesters until graduation. I know, but what if I really do stay in Taipei and never go back home? And that would be a shame. So it's true I must go home? I know Liao doesn't want to go back, and if you never do, then I would be supportive. But to tell you the truth, I think it would be a shame for someone with your powers to not be a Jitong. Imagine how your parents would react if they knew. The other Guardian Tigers surely do wish to see you become a Jitong. Staying in Taipei, you could open a small temple. But if you really don't wish to carry on your heritage, then there's nothing else I can do about it, really. So that's how it is. It's like I said, you still have time to think about it. No rush, just don't go promising yourself to any other kid and there won't be any problem. Yeah, I'll think about it. That's fine. Uneasy silence, so I decided to try and change the subject. So what things would you like to look up? When we get back, I'll help you find them. Really? Tiger seemed happy again. Okay, so this one, and that one. How can you use your phone to write these down for me? It seems Tiger knows that people can use phones to keep notes now. It's amazing how he can understand all these books. I was going to play games later, but I guess I'll be looking up things for Tiger this evening. Spent those days trying to find time to speak to Leopard in private, but we can't speak in class. And after class, Tiger is always right there with me. Finally got a chance during dance practice. Leopard would come to dance practice with me. Tiger doesn't like to dance, so he always stays off to the side pouting. That day, me and Leopard were dancing our way over to the corner of the room, whispering to each other. Leopard trying to dance has always been a weird sight. So Leopard, I've been wanting to ask you. Getting the words out in between breaths. You said that you wish for me to go Wu-Tai and be an oracle, but what would you do if I didn't go? Wait until when? Wait until Liao does go. And if I never do? you say you tried meeting an oracle, but what if I don't go to Wutai? Is there any other way to help? Help? Not be an oracle? Like, what if I don't have to go there to help out? The internet's so helpful these days. People can send me questions, I can send back answers from afar. Not be an oracle. I don't know. But need Liao. See me. Speak others. Yes, I know what an oracle does, but I physically need to be there. What kind of problems do you have what problems do you have that you need me to fix anyway? You know I don't want to go. Many problems. Urgent. All need solving. What if I can't go there? Can I do anything to help from here? I don't know. Oracle is busy. Must speak with many people. What about using the internet or speaking over the phone? Not sure. I think... not? I get that some things need to be discussed in person, but not all things. Seems like Leopard needs me to help get messages across. Perhaps can pass those messages from here. I also know it's important for an oracle to be trustworthy. I'm a hand. It would be difficult for their tribe to accept me, even more so if I'm just a voice on the phone. Liao, are you tired? Want to rest? Huh? Oh, I'm fine. I actually am resting. What does senpai mean? You mind if we sit here? It seems like you and Liao are having lots of fun. Not really. I was just asking a really serious question. But going to Wutai? Yeah, you know. Can I join and talk to you? Is that really a good idea, senpai? Are you two like opponents? Not really, Liao. If you don't want to go home, you can just help me restore the temple and then go to Wutai. I know Liao would want you to go as soon as possible, but this can be discussed, right? So for now, we're all friends. Senpai took Leopard's paw as a sign of friendship. Leopard didn't seem to object, but since his face is always the same expression, I wasn't sure if he agreed or not. Okay, but senpai, why do you call him Liao? His name is like Liao, and that's how the Rukai language is. His family name is not Li. I know, but we can all call our friends by first name. I think Liao sounds nice. Is that a bit disrespectful? I was worried the Leopard would take offense how senpai was calling, but his expression never changed. So stuck. I don't know what to make of it, but at least he didn't seem to disapprove. So now Liao and I are friends. To me, it seemed like quite a one-sided friendship. Well then, you know, senpai, it's rude to cut into all this conversation. Oh? Okay then, I'll check in with Liao later. See ya! That's classic senpai for you. So, we'll also continue this conversation later? Yes. Glad the Leopard seems to be thinking deeply about something. I wonder what. Could never tell with him. After Senpai interrupted my conversation with Leopard, I tried to find an opportunity to speak one-on-one. But soon I would realize Senpai would be the most difficult person to have a private chat with. Tiger and Leopard with me in class, and it's difficult to catch Senpai alone during practice. At home, it's even worse. With 3 cats in the room, there's no chance of privacy. After trying for several days to no avail, I figured my only option would be to let Tiger and Leopard browse around the cafeteria while I sneak in a few questions from Senpai. You know Senpai? He was eating pork rib noodles. The school cafeteria is famous for having the best fried ribs. Those are even better than dipping in soup. But now is not the time for advertising. You know, what you said before about me going to Malloy to help you restore the temple? So now you decided to come? Not yet. I haven't. Just, please don't push like that. Fine. So is there anything you'd like to ask? Yeah, if I stay here in Taipei, could I still be helpful to you? Well, it doesn't work like that. The temple ceremony is to perform, and how do you encourage people to come worship if you aren't even there? Like passing along spiritual messages? But without that, we need to clean the place up, right? I'd come over during weekends to help with that. Without you there, the temple wouldn't have a priest though. And things aren't as simple as passing along messages. It may sound weird, but it's better to be a down-to-earth person. Senpai isn't being very convincing. A kind of rude thing to say. How about you show some respect for your senpai? So please, senpai, try to seem more respectable. But I never. So, is this little kitten arguing with Liao? We weren't arguing. Best friends with Liao, isn't that right? Really? Whatever. Get it all out and then get your butt back to Malloy. Oh man, it's so long-winded. If you don't like it, then why don't you leave right now? How could I? Old man is the best. Still calling me old man. Whoop. Guardian Tiger, old man? Not you too. And that's how this conversation ended in a fight also. And I was browsing through the forums with Tiger. Okay, keep scrolling down. I use the mouse to scroll down. So that's how it is. Okay, previous page. I click on the previous page. Yes, that one. Please open that one. I clicked on the article that Tiger wanted to open. So boring. Oh, sorry, Liao, you must be tired. A bit. I didn't want to complain, but it really was a pain to watch him read all these boring things I didn't even understand. If only he didn't need my hands to work the computer. Is there a better way to do this? I'm very bored just sitting here while you read. Why not ask Senpai to help you with a mouse? Eh? Say what? Why would I want to help? The old man's always pushing me to leave. I don't want to help a little kid either. This is not fun for me. You still can't ask me to help my enemy. Even if it was for Liao's sake, I still wouldn't count on him. It seems like the rivalry is quite fierce. No, I won't ask for a snub. Find a way to convince him. Well, yeah, I mean, we want to get getting along, because this is Senpai, and this is the guardian tiger of my family. I mean, you'd want them to get along, right? Right? This is gonna backfire entirely and bring a whole new meaning to the term catfight, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Ah, shit. What if you try to look at things from a different angle? Senpai, if Tiger gets used to you helping him with computer, then he won't ask you to leave anymore. Huh? Perhaps he won't. Tiger, if I refuse to help you, then you'll have to accept Senpai's help, right? Nope. If Liao doesn't help me, then I'll stop using the computer. Wouldn't that be a shame? It's only help clicking the mouse. It's not like you have to be friends or anything. Still no. I will admit, I love that ringtone. How could it be at this time? I took my phone. It was a call from home. I felt like it was going to be bad news. Let me get this. I must have felt something because both stopped arguing as I answered the phone. Hello? Dad? Liao, it's me! Huh? Bro? Ah, not the dad. Yeah, Liao, why so surprised? Because you almost never call. I thought it was Dad. Not only one just call, but Dad told me you've seen a guardian tiger. No, I haven't. Oh, crap. 2 in one go. Fuck. Fuck it, confess. That wouldn't be impossible. Seeing guardian tigers. You know it's not impossible, don't you? No, I mean, how could I? So, why ask Dad about it? Well, I just wanted to ask if our family has kind of legacy. So you have seen it? Eh? Or was it a hallucination? Not a hallucination, but all too real. The guardian tiger is actually right here next to me and he can speak. Speak? Really? Little Liao, bro, are you feeling okay? Are you feverish? I know it sounds hard to believe, but I'd understand if you don't. I also couldn't believe it at first, so I want to ask Dad about it. But you all said it was impossible. Liao, you know it's normal that most people can't see guardian tigers. You are special. I know, but this has been all distressing. Liao, what are you saying? No, I was talking to the guardian tiger. Really? What a weird situation. What do you mean? Why can't I see any tigers? Oh, right. Could it be the statue you took Taipei? It is, yes. So, if your guardian tiger really small? No, he's actually huge. At least 2 meters. That's a large thing to measure from a statue. And then what? What's his name? Name? I don't know. I don't have a name. Usually, gods are usually named by humans. So he doesn't have a name. Gods' names are given by humans. Really? So why not give him a name? Ah. I never thought to do that. So he really doesn't have a name. He says that he doesn't. Hey Tiger, do you want a name? Yes, he does. I'm a guardian tiger too, so every time you call the old man guardian tiger, it's really awkward. Oh, but Senpai. Well, I don't really care. I'm just a small god and we don't usually have names. If it causes the little kitten to feel awkward, then that's even better. Are you just trying to bully me? But if Liao would choose a name for me, it would be nice too. It strengthens a bond between gods and worshippers when the worshippers call them by name. When you put it like that, maybe it's best you don't have a name. I know, Liao, why not name me? Aren't you already Yan Shuchi? That's your senpai's name, not my name. Liao, please help choose one for me. Little kitten, stop annoying Liao. Hey Liao, what's going on? Nothing. Guardian Tiger was just saying. Guardian Tiger is right next to you. Talking? Yeah. Wow, really? So, can I ask you a few questions? Okay. My big bro asked about the possession ritual or worship. It could help me better understand things. But on the other hand, I was doing that in his voice, but if I can ask these questions, then it would prove that you're really seeing a Guardian Tiger. So, you haven't believed me yet? Nothing is said until we make certain. You sound genuine, but let's make sure. It's alright if you don't believe me. Maybe best if I never told you at all. Too late, you already told me. But still, you're saying you see a Guardian Tiger, but I can't. I have also just recently started seeing him. Thought it would be a little better if Bro could have been the one to see the Guardian Tiger, but isn't your tongue already? It was Clouded Leopard who revealed Tiger to me. If Leopard had run over to my brother, then it could have been an even bigger problem. But please don't tell Dad about this. I know, I won't, but you should be more careful. Don't say things to people if you don't want to know them. Better find hiding places for your comics. Bro! Don't worry, I put it in a better hiding place. You be more careful, okay? When you go back home, I'll tell you where I hid it. Oh. Okay. Thanks, bro. No problem. Talk to you later. I hang up feeling like everything was happening so suddenly. Big bro found my comics. I never told him about Guardian Tiger. What have I done? Liao, are you okay? No. Why did I have to tell him? Now the whole family will know soon. Well, all the gods back home already know. What? Clairvoyant and Clairaudience are at home. They just haven't run over to find you yet. But I'm sure that they're waiting excitedly for your return. No, I really don't want to go back. No problem. Said no problem, but I was still worried. I should have shared such things with my brother. Should have just said that I don't know anything. I took a deep breath and looked back to the computer. Right, Tiger was looking through the forums. I sighed deeply. Another week went by and I still had no clue what to do. It was already Friday again. Liao! What? Senpai jumped out of nowhere with intense determination, shocking the living daylights out of me. It's weekend, let's go out! Again? Senpai, you always want to go out. Aren't you tired? Weekends are for having fun. Well, aren't you bored always staying in? I'm fine with staying in. Since Senpai came, there are 3 cats living here now. I feel it's hard enough to take care of them all each day, but on the weekends there's always something to go out for. Sometimes I do long for a day to just be empty, to stay at home and rest. Also, soon it will be the Tomb Sweeping Festival, and I have a place I wish to go. Senpai has a place planned for each weekend. This time it's different. Now's the perfect time of the season to go. What time of the season? Come on now, think for a second. Spring. We already went to the hot springs, and not many cherry blossoms in Taiwan. Not cherry blossoms, but close. What blossom does Taiwan have many of? Taiwan doesn't have any blossom festivals. What do you mean? No, Liao, you really don't know, do you? I'm talking about the tongue blossoms. Tongue blossoms? What? Can't believe you don't know about the tongue blossoms. They're literally everywhere. Soon all the tongue blossom gardens will be full of tourists, and now is the best time to go. Have you noticed lately all the commercials promoting the Hacker Tongue Blossom Festival? Tongue Blossom Festival? I'm not an expert on the subject, but it seems this season is all the tongue tree bloom. So let's go. That might be sung. I could be pronouncing it wrong, but I see a T and my brain goes tongue because it's on S. So I apologize again if I'm screwing up even more languages, because God knows I cannot pronounce anything in this fucking game, not even the English. Oh God. Sometimes I wish I was mute, I really do. At least then I wouldn't be able to fuck everything up. I'd just have to rely on, hand signals and writing. I mean, how badly can you fuck up a hand signal, I imagine it'd be a bitch to learn, but I mean, at least I wouldn't fuck up getting tongue-tied and screw up various things. Like, signing is universal, isn't it? Anyway, see flower blossoms. I don't know how tongue blossoms look like, but I'm guessing going to a tongue blossom garden is the same as watching cherry blossoms. I've never done that either, though I've just read about it in comics. I do love cherry blossoms myself. Like, the old schools I used to go through, there was a primary school, which is kindergarten to anyone in America. The primary school I went to is across the field from the secondary and the, basically all of those sort of things. Like the primary, the junior, the secondary, which is classified as comprehensive, they're all in the same area that I went to. And they just have this row of cherry blossoms next to the motorway. And it's just fucking beautiful in summer and spring. Less so in summer because the petals pretty much die out by then. So where can we go see the flowers? Best tongue blossom gardens are in Haisenchu and Milan. Hint, hint. I'd like to show you see the blossoms in my hometown, but it's a bit far to go. There's a place much closer that's quite nice. Well, the mountain behind the school. Far one. That's actually not very far, but if it's on a mountain, that means we have to climb up, don't we? That doesn't like to hike? Not that, I was just thinking aloud. And compared to going downtown, it sounds nicer. I'm not sure why, I don't like places full of people. I don't like places full of people either, so we're in the same boat. So what do we need to prepare? We can bring stuff for picnic if you want. I won't take much. You can count on me to get everything ready. I can go, but I'm not sure if the others would like to. I turned to look at the other two cats. Guardian Tiger shrugged his shoulder and Cloud Leopard sat there motionless as usual. Sounds okay to me. So that was set! Let's go see the flowers tomorrow. And that's how weekend plans were decided. Ugh, so cold. True, the air up here is quite refreshing. Senpai, I don't believe you feel much cold. It's already April, no need for jackets, right? This high up, of course you need a jacket. I can't handle the weather well. Senpai has fur. I don't. Well, not really. Guardian Tiger isn't human either. Enough, you two. Kid, don't encourage Liao to catch a cold. Old man's always telling Liao to dress more warmly. It's a pain to wear too many clothes, don't you know? More of a pain than getting sick. Cloud Leopard bounced over and pressed his paw against my ear, sending warmth through me. My ears instantly feel a lot more comfortable. Oh. Thank you. Oh, I want to try that too! Pounces me and gives me a hug. What a little kid. I thought a tiger would pull Senpai off me, but instead he jumped over and wrapped all of us, including Senpai Leopard, with a huge tiger hug. Okay, that's enough. Being hugged by 3 big cats was quite comfortable, and most people don't see Tiger or Leopard, but they should at least see Senpai. It's weird for 2 guys to be hugging like that in public. Okay. Hairball. I thought to try and push them off me, but I wouldn't have been able to. Eventually let go, and I pulled Senpai to rush away from there as quickly as possible. These guys. Just like the rumors. This could be quite amusing. I followed Senpai to a small path going up to the top of the mountain. Part of the mountain is for tourism, and they're created many hiking trails that wind all over the place. So without Senpai, we probably would have gotten lost. Let me see. Yep, according to the map, this is the best place to see the flowers. This way! Senpai, what do tongue flowers even look like? They're white and they fall to the ground, so it looks like snow. Weird that we haven't seen any yet. There should be right around here. We walked down the path enjoying the fresh mountain air, but still not seeing any flowers. A few that grew alongside the road. Maybe if we go further in? We went further down the path and came to a stone stairs. Thought about how many stones had been brought here to make this kind of pathway. When the trails are all set up so nicely, climbing a mountain just feels like taking a stroll. Going further, we came across old paths that might not have been paved in stone. Luckily, the weather was nice and the ground wasn't muddy. How weird. All this way, still no flowers. Have we taken the wrong path? Or maybe what? Senpai didn't answer, just kept walking ahead quickly, so I could do nothing but follow. Should be around here? We arrived at a place that looked like an abandoned farm with a small hut on the far side. Next to the empty field was a large boulder under the shade of a large tree. It seemed like a perfect place to sit and have a rest. This is the place, but it seems the tree hasn't started blooming. So this is a tongue tree. Yeah, Rather large one, but it seems like we came too early. The Malala flower should be blooming right about this time of year. Probably because we're here in the north. So, Taipei is further north than Malloy, so perhaps flower season begins later. Oh, perhaps. I just wanted to bring Liao up here to see the flower blossoms. As long as we're out here, let's just have a picnic. It'd be a shame if we didn't see any flowers, but I've never seen them before. I didn't feel like I was missing anything. Maybe there's still another way. Senpai ran over to the tree and placed his hand on the trunk. Maybe I can try... Like, please wait quietly while I try something. What? Okay. Senpai stood in front of the tree, making a ritual hand sign in front of his chest. Green aura slowly started emanating from within him. Whoa. I felt Tiger and Leopard get a bit nervous. What's happening? Green aura quickly surrounded the tree, then started seeping into it. The tree started to move. Some buds began to open on the top of the tree, and then all down the tree, flowers blossomed white. Some petals fell down into the boulder and created an amazing and beautiful scene. Not bad. Pretty. I went over to look at the flower petal. Picking it up, I saw it was pure white and with no blemishes. The flowers even had pollen inside. If it weren't that I was picking it up, I thought the flower would have been picked off directly from the tree. Senpai, that was awesome. Was it though? It's only a tree, but now I can see tongue blossoms. Senpai, I thought you didn't have any god powers. Can you exert yourself like this? I've had this power since I became a Yaguai. The local goddess soil won't teach you how to make flower blossoms. Oh. Now scenery's ready, let's have a picnic. Senpai took a blanket out from his backpack, spread it between the falling flower petals. Hikes mean picnics, and picnics mean junk food. What'd you bring us, Liao? Junk food? We aren't kids, Senpai. You're already a college student. Cherish your youth. Senpai took out some cookies, crackers, and pastries. These things can definitely fill up one's stomach, but can't possibly be considered a complete meal. So, what did Liao bring? I suddenly took out the bento box I prepared earlier this morning. I made it while Senpai was still sleeping. Barely ever used the kitchen, but I used... Barely ever used the kitchen, but I used a recipe I found on the internet, so it probably didn't turn out very well. So I made a few mistakes in preparation that luckily Tiger was there to help me fix. I tried my best to make vegetables and meat so they could be nourishing at least. What? Couples bentos? Stop joking around. I was just thinking that I should try making bentos for a picnic. Wow, I never thought you would do that for me. Enough, kitten. Lao never said he made it for you. Then for whom? It's not just like you need to eat bentos. We can have Liao eat it for us. Wasteful! That would be such a waste. Why? Liao, you made a bento for me, didn't you? I taught Liao how to make it. If anything, it should be an offering to me. Liao's bento. I won. Wait, it's only just a bento. I quickly put the bento behind my back to keep him from grabbing it. No need to bicker. I made this bento to be my lunch today. Why would you think I made it for you? But, Liao, if you offer it to us before you eat, then nothing's lost, only gained. That's true. Seems to be no harm. But wait, if you do that, everyone gets a bento but me. You don't need. Cool, Liao, you too? I also want to taste Liao's handmade bento. Tried the sad puppy eyes technique, and suddenly Tiger and Leopard took a menacing step. What should I do? Oh no! I mean, can I just split the chi between those two and let Senpai have the food? It makes sense. Damn it, you lot, why? Damn it. Fuck. Well, I was determined to take the Senpai route when I started this series, so... Sorry, Tiger. Sorry, Leopard. Isn't junk food perfect for a hike? I guess it depends on your definition of perfect. I feel weird eating this meal if you were only eating cookies, so... Who? Sound of Leopard's growl turned my attention quickly away. Well, you're a biggin. Been to many rave clubs recently? Meat's too salty, don't you think? Who are you? Is this the first time you ever cooked? Definitely need more practice. That's why I was going to eat it myself. You're just about to give it to someone? Giving a bento is expression of affection. It's not like that. Don't leap into conclusions. So aren't these three your suitors? Or am I mistaken? You're mistaken! Also, who are you? Don't you know it's just... don't you know not to come over and steal other people's food? I feared those fruits start fighting, so I came to help. If I eat it, then the problem is solved. That's still stealing. You should at least ask me first. That's right. Usually when I meet a god of soil, I should first give a polite greeting, but this time you're being impolite first. Yes, how dare you be so... Huh? God of soil? Yes? What's wrong? I see. This one looks like a dragon from far away. Like the chi of a god of soil, but I've never seen any god like this around here before. Weirdo. Many people say that. I guess I do look a little bit weird. Pointy is how I describe it. And the mesh shirt definitely makes it look like you may go to a rave or two. So then, hello everyone. My name is Ragu Laurent, the Grand Tree Lord. You can call me Ragu. Grand Tree Lord? A god that lives in a tree, or an ancient tree that becomes a local god of soil and is worshipped by local people. Oh, I see. So he's a tree spirit that looks like a dragon? How weird. What kind of tree looks like that? And those clothes. Everything about this guy's just weird. Definitely not from around here. And I don't even know where to begin with you. Well, firstly, how dare you steal my bento? After you've touched it, who else would want any? No one said it was yours, kitten. Neither did anyone say it was yours, old man. You just want to say old man, huh? Hold up, we're getting off subject again. So, this guy's a god of the soil. If he really is a god of the soil, then I should be more polite. But in this kind of situation, I just couldn't help myself. How could a god of the soil look like that? None of the gods I ever learned about have this appearance. There are many kinds of god of soil, Liao. It's a bit weird, but the spiritual chi can tell he's authentic. Then this is the weirdest god I've ever seen. It's true, even I think I look unique. You seem very proud about being unique, but that wasn't the problem. Now, I want to know, why different? I guess I've always been like this. Used to be an old tree, but I became a Grand Tree Lord and... Alright, these clothes. Try to guess what these are. Those weird clothes? How are we supposed to know? You really don't know? Well, I'll tell you. This is a landside safety net. Like the ones on the edge of cliffs to prevent falling rocks? Exactly. If some tumbling rocks drag this net around me, worshippers start to see me in this form. That's actually interesting. Alright, so why would a grand tree look like a dragon? Well, that's because my tree trunk resembles a dragon's form. Really? Dragon's form? Yeah. It's like that ever since I got struck by lightning. People say I look like a dragon. At first I didn't get it either, but one day an artist came to paint my canvas. The artist painted me a dragon sleeping in a thunderstorm. Not sure if I like it, but certainly was well painted. In the painting I wasn't wearing any clothes, so I could go gallivanting around naked now, could I? So, you just grab a net to go gallivanting? Exactly. Very smart. Well, I'm a college student. Why does a Grand Tree Lord look like you? Why does a Grand Tree Lord like you want to be called Ragu? Some kind of lord I am. I've been drawn as a dragon and imagine wearing this. Calling me a lord now would just be weird as calling me by any other name. Well then, brother Ragu, what are you doing here? Liao, don't be rude. Oh, right, I'm sorry. So, why do you choose to grace us with your presence? It's okay, no need to be that serious. I like to chat with any of my worshippers. Like, on an equal level. Of course, people would have some respect for the gods, but I don't like all that formal talk. Sounds weird to me. This one really is quite unique for a god. So, why do you choose to appear and steal my bento? Came to see you guys. See us? You guys are famous, don't you know? Huh? Famous? How can it be? Body can channel spirits and runs around with creatures like you three, of course would be something all the Yao Guais would want to talk about. Didn't you know? Not now. I also didn't know. I'm too busy dealing with Aunt Shichu's life and I didn't have time to chat with Yao Guai. I know Liao would not be happy about this. So Tiger, you did know? I know that Yao Guais like to gossip, so it's only natural. Yeah, you're quite a slick young man letting these three chase you and not making a decision. What? That's what they're saying? What do you think they know about this? Yao Guais also need some entertainment. This day and age, some can play games and read comics. Even I know how to play a 3DS that little disciple gave me. Really? Ah, I can press buttons, but I wouldn't play any of the worshippers watching. Wait, that's not important. What other rumors do they say about us? Just like I said, You let these three dote after you without making a choice. Isn't that taking advantage? It's not like that. They're the ones who came looking for me. I'm not sure if I can promise to do the task they require to do so it's been like this. And those three are all male. I mean, even if the Yaguais are very open-minded, they couldn't think I'm dabbling in free ponds. Oh? So you see these three as male? What? How else would I? So that's how it is. So in your eyes, am I male too? Yeah, a young dragon male. I always imagine myself as jolly old Ant. But you see, gods don't have genders. People see gods as the gender they imagine the god to be. So the way you see them isn't necessarily how they are. However, are you sure that you don't see them as the gender you prefer to like? I thought I'd been seeing beastmen just because they're animal gods, so wouldn't that be normal? I guess different worshippers would understand the gods differently according to their own perception. It's true I've heard stories about the Gao Yin being male or female, but I never thought the genders could switch like that. But at least senpais are... Well, I only possess the Nekojishi to speak with you after learning of your sexual orientation. Okay, straight. Everybody loves the boy with a baby face, right? What are you talking about? However it may be. From that perspective, it simply does look like you're leading them on. In this story to Bento, it seems to me like you're enticing them to bicker. I never had the intention. How would you think that? I'm a boy and they are gods. Never heard of men falling in love with gods? You guys must have been misinformed. Hello, we're all living together after all. Senpai, don't make this worse. When you say things like that, it sounds quite awkward. Most gods can't possibly have romantic feelings for Liao. I just wish for him to ignore the other two and go home after graduation. I could never think of forming a relationship. Leopard seemed to understand the conversation. I thought it's best he didn't. No more joking around. I know they don't feel that way except for the little. Don't call me Lil. Alright then, the Leopard can. But the rumors are what they are, so I came to see for myself. Well, bro, do you really have no romantic feelings for these cats? Not at all, liar. Really? Well, it seems like you're all quite friendly with each other. Whatever happens, you'll make good companions. Good companions? You don't know the whole story. Do you even know what they asked me to do? Please say, what did they come to request for you? A Jitong, a priest, and an oracle. I would have to choose one role and do it for many years, perhaps even my whole life, so how can I make such promises? So, you have to promise to one of them you'll be together for life. Why do you have to say it like that? Isn't it like that though? Who are you choosing to be companion for life? As difficult of a decision it is to make, if you keep letting these three follow you everywhere, isn't that a bit disrespectful for the gods? I never saw it like that. You can't put off the decision forever. Why choose a companion you get along with best and just stay together? It's not that easy to choose, and also I had my own life plans. Teaming up with others naturally changes one's own plans. Imagine if you had a relationship with another human, wouldn't that change your plans just the same? That doesn't make it easier. Even if I refuse all three, it's none of your business. That's how stressed you were, so I came to help. You're dealing with gods, so of course it's an interest to all of us. I want to make our own decision. Please, don't speak of my affairs if they were your own. Your affairs are God affairs. Annoying, but true. If there's no perfect way to settle things, you should still decide as soon as possible. Because this appears quite disrespectful to the gods, keeping all three lingering over you like this. I don't mind. It's fine as long as Liao goes home after graduation. You won't have time to go to a temple priest or Aborigines oracle. That'll make it selfish. My temple's facing a very critical situation. If you go back being a Yao Guai, things wouldn't be so bad. If my Fudigang loses all god powers, gods of soil don't die, just lose their powers. Local people feel they don't need to worship gods, and that's how it is. Ugh. Please stop that, you two. I'm having trouble deciding because it's very difficult for me. No, and it won't get easier if you put it off. Unless something new suddenly comes up. Liao must quickly come to Wutai. Something bad. What is it? Danger. We must warn them. Every temple has stories about gods helping the worshippers ward off some prophecy of doom. So cool, but your story isn't any more special. Exactly why shouldn't you just run off to anyone else's temple? That was the Lin family. You should take care of your own Mazu temple and your family's needs. It's impossible to run around saving all the worshippers of all the temples. You really are selfish. You are the one being selfish. Now I understand your troubles. They aren't small. You guys don't get it. I'm not playing around. I'm stressed every day. I feel like I should remind you that the situation will resolve itself. You'll stay stressed until you finally make a decision. I guess so. Those Yao guys are spreading rumors, so the faster you get this over with, the better. What does that mean? Nothing. Just think who you wish to team up with. No matter what, someone will have to be hurt, so keep it simple for everyone. Speaking about my relationships, again! What's wrong with that? You can change your god's appearance according to your preference, and your god can help you with many things. Heard you have some interesting needs that your god can help you fulfill. How do you know all of this? So it's true! I was just guessing. Damn. Imagining the Yaguai's gossiping like that made me feel so embarrassed. Don't make it too difficult on yourself. Think simply and make a decision earlier. Simple thinking? Nah, that's my spiritual advice for you, yeah. Good pat in my head. Okay, look, take it easy. I'll be around here for the next few days if you need me. See ya. You said goodbye and started to fade away. Huh? Wait! He was gone. Even the god shouldn't be just bring up a sensitive topic and just leave. What a weird god. I never imagined he'd bring that up. I tried to keep them from telling you. Why? I thought you'd be uncomfortable. Yaguai gossip should just be ignored until it fades away, so don't let it get to you. He was right, Liao. You shouldn't just keep waiting until something bad happens. So let's set from my life as soon as possible. Senpai, please. Also, we get along very well. I could be with Liao forever. I don't know. Please don't say things like that. The leopard raised a paw and gently tapped Senpai on the head. Didn't seem to use any force at all, but Senpai played along and became stunned. I looked at the picnic and the bento. We could already taken by. Anyone else? Did anyone else even want to eat it? The cats never eat food another god touched. When I asked Senpai about it, he said it was because god touched food. If God's smell stays on the food, it definitely won't feel delicious. It was only one bite, so maybe they could still eat the rest. So, what will we do about the bento? None of the cats said anything, but none of them seemed to want the bento anymore. We're all in a mood, and I should still eat my lunch. Didn't make it for myself after all. Picked up chopsticks, looked down at the bento. All pieces of roasted meat were still there in a tidy row, but I couldn't help recall how Ragu picked one up and ate it. Kind of myself, I thought that Ragu was correct. I would not help to postpone making a decision. Nothing good will come from waiting, especially with Senpai, whose powers are diminishing quickly. An early decision is vital. I was fine I could keep this up for until graduation, but now it seems the time is running out. But big decisions shouldn't be made too hastily. This is my life we're talking about. I should do what's best for me. For refusal free, I should do it sooner rather than later. However, if it was so easy to make them leave, then I wouldn't be stressed out about it. What should I do? I raised my chopsticks and snatched up some lunch, and suddenly... Come on now! Huh? Senpai, what? Senpai skillfully dropped a cracker in my mouth when I looked up. I was choked while swallowing the thing.
Senpai! You tried to kill me!
I ate some of my lunch, so now I have to eat some of his. What? Senpai snatched chopsticks from my hands and picked up a piece of roast meat. Yum yum yum. Delicious! I don't believe you, Senpai.
Hey.
Senpai, I know I didn't make it well. You did make it, and here I am eating it. But, Senpai, I thought you don't like to eat what other gods have touched. It's only a bite. It's Liao's handmade bento. How can I not have a taste? Thanks, Senpai. But isn't it bad? First time I make a bento couldn't possibly be good. Even Ragu said it was terrible. Taste now important is the feeling that went in. But I also didn't make this especially for you. As long as I ate it, then it was made for me. That sentence didn't even sound very logical to me. It's true, because I am awesome. If you say so. Hi! Really, Senpai, I don't get you. It's not important, okay? I'll take the bento, you eat the junk food. Cherish every bite. I packed it especially for you. No deal. Senpai's ridiculous ways made me chuckle, and he used that moment to take the bento from my hands and start to take big mouthfuls. If that's how it is, then I don't have a choice. I watched the Senpai force down my bento and silently popped a few crackers. I've done eating and packed up the leftover trash, so to keep nature clean. Senpai pulls out a bottle of juice and passes it to me. Take a swig and lay down on a rock under the tree to enjoy the mountain scenery. A few clouds gathered over the fell mountains, creating a fog of many different shades of white and grey that parted to give the occasional glimpse of forest underneath. It's already spring, but the mountains are still cold. So I put my jacket and let myself relax a little. Some flower petals drift down the shovel and brush them off a picnic blanket. How about we bring some flower petals home? Back home? But where would we put them? Look at the flower petals on the picnic basket. Senpai made a blossom especially for me. Flowers that fell had no stems, so I couldn't even put them on a flower vase at the table. Flowers like this can be put in a float on a plate with some water. They should keep nice for a few days. Really? Imagine flowers floating lazily in water of water on a bookshelf. Could actually be very pretty and tranquil. How could we get them home without crushing them? They get crushed in the bag, but if we wash the bento box and put them in there, then they'd smell like food. I didn't bring any dish soap. Who would bring dish soap to a picnic? It would have made more sense to bring an extra box. Senpai gathers the flowers into a small pile about the size of a fist. Beautiful, but I couldn't imagine how to keep them pristine while trekking back home. But Senpai gently gathered up some flowers and thought about what to do with them. Leopard suddenly jumped over to the tongue tree. Okay, that's kind of adorable. Leopard whisked the petals into the air, then placed his paw under as if to catch them. However, none of the petals landed in his paw, they just stayed floating in air just above. Oh yeah, lucky Liao, that was a nice move! That move wastes a lot of power. Leopard keeps flowers floating in his paws, and look around for something. Then Senpai came over with his backpack. Lucky Liao, can you keep the flowers floating around inside my bag? Yes. All the way down the mountain? Yes. Yay! Free cheers for Liao! We can take them home like this. Senpai danced happily around Cloud the Leopard. It was nice to be able to take the flowers home, but isn't it necessary to get so excited about it? Let's get decorate his room with these flowers. Yes, I will. If you see the flowers, you'll think of me. Why would I? Because I'm the one who thought to bring them home. It's actually Leopard who found a way to bring them home. But, don't you think I'm more flowery? How so? Oh. I let Senpai stay frozen in shock and help Leopard open the bag so he could float the petals inside. Liao, like flowers? I guess so, but it's a long way to get here, so I wish I could get some as a souvenir for this trip. Close bag up. It seems like just a normal bag. Are the flowers really floating around inside? Would it not be crushed during the trek home? I'm not so sure, but Leopard's face remains unchanged, so I guess it's okay. Now we got souvenirs. Should we head back? But it's still so early. Are there any more places to see? We can try the trail and see if it leads us any place. That may be, but it took a while to get here. I'm worried about going too far. Paths are paved nicely, but I'm still afraid of getting lost. We don't know where the paths lead. What if we walk until dark and can't find our way back? It's just a bit past noon. Sorry, better back up that. Apologise for that. I try to cut out cock-ups like that. Anyway, I just don't want to go too far from the metro. I guess you're right. We wouldn't want to get lost out here. We can go back to the metro and check out the shopping stores. Okay. Senpai and I planned a trip back down the mountain. No one said anything about the recent encounter with the weird god of soil. It would be too awkward a topic to discuss. Well then, I guess it's time to go back to the metro. I didn't answer. I just set to packing up the remains of the picnic and trash, then called the 3 cats to follow me back down the mountain. Because the path was narrow, we walked in line down the path. Walking in line doesn't make it easy to chat, but I also believe that everyone had something to ponder privately. It's a lot more silent than the way up, but I couldn't think of any way to start any kind of nice conversation. Ragu said the other Yao Guais think that I'm keeping 3 cats on purpose to take advantage of them. I don't know any of the Yao Guais, so I shouldn't really care what they think, but the way that they have mistaken my situation still has me feeling a bit peeved. I do care what the 3 cats think. They think I'm just keeping them around for my own selfish reasons? I don't think that I do, at least not Senpai. He's the one who tries to turn all conversations into romantic topics, not me. That is true that by not promising to go with him, I'm keeping him around to keep calling me. Tiger and Leopard couldn't think that way, could they? Tiger knows my troubles, but he still stayed emotionally detached. Leopard doesn't speak much, and I hope he doesn't have those kind of thoughts about me. Should I ask him what he really thinks if I get the chance? I loop up my entourage, walking single file down the narrow, winding path. There's some distance between us, so I thought, perhaps now would be a good time to ask. But this topic, it's an awkward one to bring up. Which cat would be best to ask about spiritual romance? I mean, I want to say him, but at the same time, like, Clouded Leopard won't really say much. Guardian Tiger might say a bit. I probably should ask Senpai, though, because this seems like it might lead to a interesting conversation if I pick someone else. Speaking of such topics, Senpai would be the most sensitive. The other cats probably wouldn't know what I'm talking about. I paced my walking speed to match Senpai's while he was walking ahead. So, Senpai, what do you think of Big Brother, what Brother Ragu said? You mean the Yaguai rumors, or do you think I'd be disappointed if we didn't become a couple? It's not that. So you really do care what the Yaguais think? What if I help you quash those rumors? Can you? I used to be a Yaguai, and I can find some friends that'll help us tell the truth. You're a kind of guardian tiger now, but you still contact old friends? Not all Yaguai are bad. Some are very friendly. It would be easy. Maybe it would be better if we didn't. Is it because you're worried about me? Stop joking around. You don't have to listen to the tree lord. We can't find you because of our own problems. It'd be totally normal if you didn't change your whole life to help us. If you want to, you can still be a couple. Senpai, do you imagine us being a couple after you leave the Yanshu Chu's body? I choose to go rebuild a temple out in the hill, and it's only natural I'll keep you company. It's a lonely place, so of course I'd do my best to keep you happy. But you could bring a computer too. Nice to have a computer there, but that's not what's important. And now, if you don't come with me, Malloy, then I wouldn't be unhappy, but if Liao's asking me this, then that means Liao has already decided to refuse. Not at all. I still have to think about it. I just wanted to ask for more time to consider it. Of course, that's fine. But now I also have a question for you. Liao, would you want to be together with the other two? It's quite a question to drop. The way I see it, if Liao liked me, then Liao wouldn't feel that some rumors could make things awkward between us. But you do feel awkward, so there must be a reason. If not me or the other two cats, then who else could there be? I'm just curious how it would be after you leave Senpai's body. Ah, so Liao's considering coming to Malai. Senpai almost pants me with happiness, but I managed to keep him off. I'm just trying to clear up the situation. I only knew you as my senpai. Will things be different after you leave the body? How will we deal with the rumors about us? That'd be the same, probably with different clothes out. Like, the rumors are easy to deal with. We could just pretend to have a big fight, then everyone will think we split up. Would it really be that easy? No problem. And if Lao cared about my troubles. You don't think I care? Lao never says it. However, Senpai seems hesitant. What is it? Ah, nothing. Just a romantic thought. I was curious, but Senpai's sweet smile made me feel like it was okay. I didn't have to pursue the subject. Suddenly, I feel a cold sensation in my nose. Seems like it's going to start raining. Is it raining? It's already cold enough for the mountain without rain. A very light kind of watery fog is making the whole mountain seem covered in grey. Hey, where are the other cats? They seem to have wandered off and I couldn't see them in the fog. I don't know. Did we walk too slowly? Senpai looks all around and back to where we came from, and they can't be behind us. Let's go faster and catch up with them. Don't worry, there's only one path. No one could have gotten lost. It's not responsible to lose them, though. I always wanted to have a bit more privacy with Liao. Please, Senpai, enough of that. We never have the chance. Senpai suddenly looks up. Oh no. What is it? Liao, an unfriendly god, could suddenly appear. We've been so busy talking I never thought he'd find us. Quickly, now just keep walking behind me. What? Wait, Senpai! He didn't wait. Before I could ask anything, he'd already taken off down the path. I couldn't keep up and soon his image faded into the fog and I was left alone. What just happened? I couldn't run on wet stones, but I hurried as fast as I could. Suddenly a white shadow appears next to me. What? I didn't know what this was. It's definitely not human. It makes suddenly stop, seems to have noticed me. You can see me, young man. Yes? You have the yin-yang eye. Oh. Did you see a weird cat around here? Is he looking for Senpai? I'm not sure if I should tell him. Did that guy say anything to you? What? Okay then. Young man, you should be more careful than to hike on a mountain alone. I came here with some friends. Better go find them then. I have to go. I couldn't say anything because he turned away and vanished an instant into the fog. What's with these spirits today? It's soaking wet by now, but luckily it's true that we're only on one path. Hurry, I'll reach the others. The fog lifted as I walked, and I finally saw 3 cats waiting for me at the end of the path. Lao, where did you run off to? Tiger ran up to inspect me all over, checking if I'd been hurt. I don't know. I was walking and suddenly I couldn't see you. You walked too slowly, I was so worried. I'm fine, no problem. Tiger suddenly hugs me tightly. Don't scare me like that. You know how it is now, some Yaoguai aren't very friendly. It's all my fault. I should have watched you more closely. Huh? I thought the worst Yao Guai do is tell rumors. Yao Guai are weird creatures. Some even kidnap people out of curiosity. I have to do a better job of protecting you. These foggy mountain trails are treacherous. When we're out of the wilderness, please don't leave my side, okay? Okay, I know. I thought he was overreacting, but today really has been a weird day. Who was the other spirit? Senpai seems to know. With both cats here, I could wait for another chance to ask Senpai about it privately. Good that nothing bad happened. Let's go home. Yes, let's go home. Guardian Tiger filed us into the bus. When I got home, I saw the flowers in the bag had all been crushed. Maybe because Leopard and Senpai walked too far from each other. They were only flowers. I could always go get more if I really wanted to. Ooh, Senpai's got someone trying to bust his ass. You know what, I've been recording this for nearly an hour now, so again, that's another episode. It's getting... like, I feel really bad because I don't want Leopard and Tiger to hate me, but I mean... if possible, it would make sense that you would help Senpai, then the Leopard, and then go home. You know? Like, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, you help out Senpai, bring his temple back to life, therefore he doesn't turn into just a regular cat. Then, you help out the Wukai situation, because that apparently needs, you know, immediate help, but the Leopard is willing to wait while Senpai can't. And then the last one is the Tiger, which is basically come home and meet the Guardian Tigers, which isn't that pressing. It's traditional, but it's not pressing. And it would make sense to help him in that order, but you can't because the game doesn't have the option to grab them by the scruff of the necks and clunk their heads together and tell them to stop acting like some complete twat. God, why is that never an option in video games? Like, seriously. I was playing Life is Strange recently, and at no point, except for the very end after you had already saved Kate, was you given the option to comfort Kate with a hug. Like, come on, man, that's just depression 101. Like, hug people. Depressed people might not always want it, but sometimes they definitely need it. And just, there's always those moments in games, that shoot the bad guy monologuing moment in game where you're aware that you should do something but you just can't, and it is so frustrating. Oh, you bastard. God damn it. I want to play more, but it's been an hour, so I have to cut it short. Fuck. Okay, so I'm gonna end this episode here. We have a weird god, we have a cute situation, we have all three fighting over us with some rumors going about in the Yao Guai world, which is kind of difficult. Anyway, craziness aside, I've been a British Wolf, this has been Nekojishi, and I will see you in the next video. Ta-ta for now.